Hey guys, Justin Aquino here, public speaking and communication coach in New York City. I was having a conversation with a client recently who is trying to build a better relationship with her CEO. She actually directly reports to the CMO, but she has a lot of interaction, a lot of conversation with both the CMO and the CEO as well. So it got me thinking about some really great ways to network and to build those relationships with those top executives. The first thing to keep in mind is that CEOs and other busy executives, by definition, they're extremely busy, they are very tight on time. So a lot of the networking tactics that would work really well for other people in other situations are not going to work with them. So a very common tactic, for example, is to reach out to people, explain that maybe you're looking for a job or maybe you're trying to do more learning on the industry or on the field, and invite people for coffee, invite them for dinner, invite them for drinks. Especially if you're paying, many people will be happy to take a little bit of time out of their day to give information or to give some insight into someone who's interested and curious and passionate. CEOs, on the other hand, even if they really want to do that, usually they just simply don't have the time to do that. So they're really focused on the business, right? You're not going to have a CEO with a lot of time to socialize or to chit chat, but if you have some kind of specific business payoff or business value that you can offer to them, then you become much more interesting and much more attractive. So the key word is value. What is the value that you can potentially offer that CEO or that top executive or leader in the organization in order to get their attention, and then that becomes the leverage to initiate a really great relationship. So there's two major forms of value. The first form is universal or timeless value, and the second is specific or unique value. Universal and timeless value relates to things that are important to every CEO from the dawn of time until the end of time. So what are they all interested in? They're all interested in increasing sales, cutting costs, making sure that they have the best people on their team, making sure that they have the best talent. Sometimes issues like managing HR, managing people very effectively, and also marketing campaigns, marketing spend, and things like that. So these are the things that are universal and timeless to all CEOs. If you have some kind of insight or some kind of information that is valuable to them, that will enable them to directly reduce expenses or increase sales or increase profitability, then you become very interesting and very attractive, and it's that tangible value, that tangible payoff that becomes the leverage for you to actually initiate that relationship. The second form of value is specific or unique value. So in other words, things that are very specific to that particular individual. Causes that they really care about, that they're really passionate about. Maybe your CEO is very passionate about culture and building and strengthening a great culture within the organization. Maybe you've heard your CEO talk a lot about learning and development, talent development. These are the things that you want to keep an eye out for when you're thinking about how to reach out to the CEO, how to actually start to build a relationship, because they have the information out there. They're putting the information out on their LinkedIn, they're sharing it internally in internal emails within the organization. It's just a question for you to just keep your eyes and ears open, and you will see what's going on, what they're thinking about. So you have to do your research. Make sure that you're noticing what they are saying is important to them, what they're passionate about, and then that gives you a lot of great context to actually make that initial request to meet with them or to give some specific information to them. A good example of this is Marc Benioff, who is the CEO of Salesforce. So Marc is a billionaire, head of a very successful company based in San Francisco. He is someone that is very passionate and has been very vocal about the homelessness problem in San Francisco. So if I wanted to get Marc Benioff's attention, that would be a beautiful way to get his attention. If I have some kind of great insight or information that can help him to further his cause of alleviating homelessness in San Francisco specifically, or maybe just homelessness in general, if there's some valuable information there that I can give to him, that is a great way to reach out and get that person's attention. So understanding the value that the CEO is going to benefit from, what's important to them, what they really care about, sharing that information, doing your research, making sure that you reach out to them and you're able to share valuable, tangible insight that is going to help them, that is going to pay off for them in terms of the business. That is the most important thing to keep in mind when it comes to networking and building a relationship with a CEO or any prominent, busy business leader. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.